won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard.
It's the Rican Bruce Banner and his bitch. It's the shift. Putting that work in. This is for certain. My homeboy hitting my phone like niggas is lurking. Come through, man, this your resurgence. So we swerving in the suburban. My clique is deep as the Persians. Clip is a burden. Spit it'll flip an excursion. Y'all tryna play acting tough till it's time to close the curtains.
Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's Innercityvisions. We here live in Bino Ride Studios, True 7 Zone, man. What's good with you, man?
What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Innercityvisions. We in here, my little workspace, little home recording setup I got going on. I've been recording myself since I started rapping, so this is where I get my stuff done. You know, where the magic happens, so they say.
Where can the people look you up at, man, on the social medias?
Well, all the stuff the same on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat is all Bino Ride straight through. But, you know, I just got the website running, BinoRides.com. All the links and social media is on there, so you can reach me from there. You can book me on there. All the music, the videos, the pictures, everything that I put out is, you know what I'm saying, is available for download on there. So if you want to just learn the best way to follow me, BinoRides.com, that's the best way.
Alright, man. Let's talk about you, Bino Rides, as an artist itself. How did Bino Rides even come about? Like, what made you want to say this is what you wanted to do?
Well, really, really getting into the actual MCing and, writing raps and whatnot, it pretty much was like at the time, it was kind of like, it was real like heavy in the DVD and the rap videos on camera and stuff like that. So watching some of the the local Philly legends go on the camera, like that kind of really put like just the interest, but seeing it on camera really put it into perspective because like all you needed was the camera at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of like the initial thing that made it see like, oh, maybe we could play around or whatever. And like I said, once I started on my own, just getting my own recordings, starting off with a little desktop microphone like this, stepped it up to like the dynamic mics for the stage performance or whatever, and then getting to the equipment that was producing, quality sound. So just being involved with that just made it like so that I was kind of surrounded with, in the music field. So
right.
From there, that's how I developed the passion or whatever. It kept going. Like some of my rap influences like Styles P, Big Pun, Ludacris, fuck with Cannabis, Eminem, all them dope MCs or whatever. So I actually just kept going because, everybody was saying like, yeah, the music was different and whatnot. So they were always saying it was all positive vibes for the music, so I just always kept going.
Right. In terms of your music, like your management, True 7, how long you been rocking with them, man?
It's a year and a half now. I've been under management True 7. The last year or so, a little less than a year, just been a branding and developing the brand process or whatever. Just before then, like in the beginning of that, I released The Shift. That was like a real popular mixtape I released last September, not September this past, the one before that. So it's already been a year and some change, and I've been, that stuff has really been in the works, and it's coming soon, probably this spring, beginning of summer. So that was like the beginning process of that. After that, we was just developing the brand, getting the logo, the website, more performances, more footwork. Took a trip over to Cali for the Team Backpack auditions. I did my thing over there, did some networking, auditioned over there. Came back, it's just been a lot of good things just been happening as far as shows. Just opened up for P&B Rock last week.
That show was crazy, man.
Yeah,
you did your thing. And shout out to you on that, for real.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. That that was probably one of the more major shows in terms of like the attendance, the lineup or whatever. It was an overall dope show. Shout out to Rec Philly as well. Shout out to Innercityvisions for covering that joint.
No problem, man.
But like I said, prior to that, we've really been building or whatever, getting a lot of stuff done, making the foundation real strong. Because you know, a lot of times you get that momentum, and then you know things happen where the shit kind of slow down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, I've been doing some good things. And even when things would start to slow down, I always was busy, and there was always stuff to do. So, you know, I've been fortunate for that. And now we just working on the release of this, the second part to this, to the shift. And once I release, we're trying to just go strong from there.
So that's what's up, man. I mean, you working as an artist itself, but I see we in your studio, you're not just an artist, you also an engineer at that, man. So how does that play, being an artist and an engineer? Because, you know, not too many artists have another, like, multi-talent like that, you know? So how does that come about? Like,
well,
how does that play out in your favor, at least?
I mean, in my favor, for some obvious reasons, like, you know, as far as budget or whatever, you know, it kind of, you know, I don't have to depend on or focus, you know, it makes it easier having my own resource to produce quality music and stuff. You know, it's not something that I just developed overnight or whatever. Like I said, I've been recording, like, when I started rapping. It's going on, I was 15, I'm 25, so it was like 10 years, going on 10 years. So, you know, it's always been a benefit for me to just turn to that, just hone my own skills and just do it that way. You know, you gotta have an overall appreciation for music and stuff like that, and to really do that kind of stuff. And, you know, like I said, either way, I'm gonna be involved in music no matter how the shit turn out. So, moving forward, I just, you know,
see, that's what
just makes it easier. That's all. That's
right.
The main thing. It just makes it easier. That's one headache you gotta get out of the way or whatever. So I develop my own sound or whatever. So.
I mean, that makes it good on your part too. Like, if one, not to say like, I mean, because you a dope MC. Because I like I told you before, I got some of your music on my phone. But you know, like you said, things happen. But you got a back burner plan. Say if your artist career doesn't go the way that you plan to see it out, you always got your engineering to fall on.
Yeah, as long as you have, like, it's not like you know, rap or hip hop or, you know, being a record, like in that genre, you know, there shouldn't be like an age cap or whatever to, you know, being an MC or whatever. But in, I guess, in a commercial sense, you know, you have your age limit.
Yeah.
But, like,
especially to the public eye itself.
Yeah. So, but, you know, engineering, as long as you have your ears, which you gotta have for
that's forever.
At once, and then like I can only imagine, because like I could, you know, play a certain thing, or like I could try to, like, I have my cousin, he could like co-engineers for me while I'm spitting. He'll record it, kind of just to cut out the back and forth going from the computer or whatever. Like, you know, I've been trying to teach him here and there or whatever, and you know, some things when I try to show him like certain processors that have like a subtle difference, but he doesn't recognize them because his ears like kind of like not trained to do it. So I can imagine after all the time, like once because everybody's like that in the beginning, once you start training and listening to it over and over, you start to detecting things. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like 10 years from now or something like that after doing it. This shit is going to be crazy, you know. So this is something to look forward to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it just, you know what I'm saying, it brings me pleasure knowing that, like I said, no matter how it turn out, I'm always going to be involved somehow. And one of the most important aspects of being an artist is recording the shit. So
right.
Basically, it just feels good to, you know, automatically know that, you know what I'm saying, I will be able to be involved, you know, if not for MCing, I'm always going to be an engineer and producing quality stuff. So it's good to know.
Right. Well, besides the ship too, you have any other up and coming projects or shows?
As far as shows, the first thing that popped up to my head, my boy Feast G's, he's a young artist. I think he's like, he's under 20, but he has like a real good work ethic, and you know, he was a former artist for True 7, but now, you know what I'm saying, now he's doing his thing, and He has a show coming up at the Trocadero. It says the Trocadero Theater on the flyer, but you know it just came up, so I'm gonna get more details. I think it might be the balcony stage that's on the second floor, but that's on May 28th. You know, so that's a good look. Gonna be busy again. I got all new music, all the stuff the stuff that's on the shift too. I'm trying to get it on stage, like. You know, I'm Dom itching to perform this shit. So the PNB Rock Joint was a perfect. That was my first time performing some of those records, but it felt good performing them. So
you was doing your thing though, man.
So the Trocadero, May 28th. They got this thing on Cypher Circuit. I don't want like on Instagram Cypher Circuit. I'm just like kind of getting on to them or whatever. I became a member of their site, but they be like doing ciphers, promoting underground artists and stuff like that. So. I seen they say, yeah, let the people know, you know, who should open up for Styles P or whatever. And like, you know, like I told you, like Styles P, like he like listening to his Gangsta and the Gentleman album. I remember listening to that John and just playing it over and over, like, and just I don't know, that shit just made me like want to rap. And it was like, you know, me and Styles P, like it's crazy because you know we're kind of like in a whole different type of lane. But it was just something about his stuff where, like, I don't know, I was just feeling that shit. Like, this shit be real. Like,
it's Styles, man. It's that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So, like, for me, like, so I just started letting people know, yo, try to blow their Instagram up and stuff like that. Because if that'll, you know what I'm saying, getting that opening, that'll be like, so that's something off the bucket list right there.
Something off the bucket list, huh?
For in terms of my rap journey, like, what? That shit'll be hot, so. So basically, if y'all stuff that's going on, that's for the most part, that's pretty much it, man. Just working on being creative right now and hitting these stages whenever I get the opportunity. All the new music I got on there, I gotta make sure I push that. You know, there's a lot of good stuff on there, so.
I mean, your grind, your work ethic speaks for itself. For real. In terms of rap, I mean, in terms of your music, in terms of you, and you're not just like an artist that doesn't just lay music and just like had passed on mixtapes. You're going to perform these shows, like you're going to events to actually show people and let people try to hear your music. Like you're promoting yourself, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah, man, it's like the music get put out, and then you put you know what I'm saying, you put, you know, your heart into it, and then you put it out, and it's kind of like. You know, in the beginning, it's just like, you know, you got to work the records or whatever. That's something that I learned. Like, I don't want to say too late because everything happens at its own time. You know what I'm saying? The universe designed it that way. So it's just like being at the right place at the right time, learning these things. Like, freaking, there's some records I could have probably re-recorded or whatever from 2011, tweak them up or whatever, and retry to push them Jones. But it's just like, you could always make a better song, you know what I'm saying? So, but that with that anxiousness, you get anxious. You want people to hear it, because you don't write your new stuff in hopes that it's not going to be better, because you write it because you think that whatever you're making is the hottest stuff. But then you got to have, you know, the people around you have to be able to be honest and tell you, you know what I'm saying, help you weed out the stuff. And, you know. But that's the zone I'm trying to be in, just stay in the creative zone, man, get this project. It's pretty much being wrapped up now, but...
You got a release date for it?
No.
No release date yet?
No, just the season maybe, before the spring is over, that's my goal, but... Yeah, it's just... I'm trying to put everything behind it, yet you'd be smart about it, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to just... be in the mixtape lane or whatever. I want to make sure that something comes out of putting that out, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I'm just trying to be creative, man. I did a lot of footwork for the last 2 years. You know, the stuff don't show, you know what I'm saying, until you like look back on where you came or whatever. So like you just gotta take it how it is, and I gotta basically produce the music. I put in the footwork. All the stuff is done. Like I said, I got the website up. Working on the merchandise, but right now I'm just focusing on the music now. So trying to work with some new producers. Start from doing stuff from scratch or whatever. even though these people with digital beats, man, they're like from Atlanta or whatever. They got that sound that I fuck with. So I always like working with them. I worked with Mello, the producer. He worked with August Alsina. I forgot what record it was, but it got nominated for some awards. So it was definitely good. He produced Real Deal. That was my first single. It was on iTunes or whatever.
Yeah, I fucks with that genre.
That when I released that one with the video or whatever, with the iTunes release, that was like with that when I pushed that, like I guess the video itself, the song, people were digging that, and, you know what I'm saying? That kind of like put me up to like another level or whatever. Like it had a little bit of talk around that. So everything after that, I just try to make it better. So it just, because that's one thing I noticed is that, I don't know everything, but like you look back on it, you see like artists in the city, you see they have a jolt of like spotlight or whatever, nice little wave going on, and then it just go away like kind of quick.
Especially in Philly too.
Yeah, so it's just like that shit is like my biggest fear. So it's just like I just be always trying to stay busy. When you say my work ethic speaks for itself, I feel like I'm not busy enough sometimes. So I'm trying to find more shit to do, stay more busy. So I'm not trying to let the wave crash. You know what I'm saying? That's just my biggest fear for real. But I don't foresee that happening because, you know what I'm saying, you did too much, ain't no turning back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't fucking turning back, so.
Especially, you can't now. You done put all this time and you put years into your craft. So it's like turning back would just be everybody look at you like, what's wrong with you now?
Nope.
You got
going forward, full speed ahead.
Speaking of full speed, what's up with some bars, man? Let them hear a quick 16 real quick off the new tape, man.
I said, I try to tell them now, don't become a target. My aim flawless. I've been killing shit regardless. End up as a carcass tossed up in the garbage. A lot of niggas be harmless. Got the Iron Man, better ask Jarvis. Only grade A coming out the harvest. Got you so high that you start to feel nauseous. That's ocean sick. I flow so sick the dope is whipped. Have your chick with the open hips. Try to block me, son. No eclipse. Good thing I came out with the loaded clip. Go watch like it's soaked in piss. Meanwhile, everybody looking broke as shit. Wanna come around talking about some homie shit, knowing damn well that he still owe me shit. Even then I find a way to help. What goes around comes around, a conveyor belt. Can't say the words, you gotta save yourself. It's either gonna self-destruct or save itself. But you